What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here, and welcome to the regular season recap of my 2018-2019 NFL game predictions. So basically, we just wrapped up Week 17 as Week 17 passed, and as you guys can see how everyone did for predicting Week 17, I went 10-6, the Bull went 9-7, and Madden also going 10-6. So we all did pretty good, especially for all like the circumstances, like some teams are bench, not bench. The bench steps up, the bench doesn't step up. They might not have benched. I actually still don't really know how it all went down. I just know the outcome of each game. So yeah, basically what we're going to do this episode, because I wanted to do this, but I didn't want to make the playoff predictions, overly long. We're just going to recap, how Week 17 went. Then we're going to announce, you guys can already tell right now who won overall, who came in first, second, and third place, but I'll officially announce it. And then we're going to take a look at the Madden simulation and see how far off they were, and see who the Madden simulation I used for this prediction in Madden Franchise mode. We're going to see who they have winning Super Bowl. Now, this isn't Madden's official Super Bowl prediction because the playoffs are going to be way different than they really are. So that will be in the playoff predictions, a Super Bowl prediction video. But for this video, let's just look back at Week 17 and let's see how we all did. First of all, Browns versus the Ravens. Me and the Bull got that right with the Ravens, but man got that wrong with the Browns. Unfortunately for me as a Steelers fan, that kicked out the Steelers from the playoffs. It's very unfortunate. I'm very disappointed, but there is always next year. Next up, we have the Dolphins versus the Bills. Bills creamed them. The Bull and man got that right, and I got that wrong. I thought people were sleeping on the Dolphins. A lot of people took the Bills. I was the only one to take the Dolphins, and turns out I was definitely in the wrong there. Eagles versus the Redskins. We all three got that right with the Eagles. I don't know if Nick Foles is completely injured, but he definitely got injured at some point and wasn't expected to come back, I'm pretty sure. I think I saw that somewhere. I'm not sure. Colts versus the Titans. We all three got that wrong with the Titans, and the Colts are now heading to the postseason. Would that completely surprised me. Did not expect the Colts to be anything special this season, but I was very wrong. Lions versus the Packers. Me and Man got that wrong with the Lions. Sorry, we're wrong with the Packers, but the Bull got that right at the Lions. Lions completely blew them out, 31-0. Crazy. Jaguars versus the Texans. I just only wanted to get that right with the Texans. The Bull and Man took the Jaguars and got that wrong. Raiders versus the Chiefs. Me and Man got that right with the Chiefs, but the Bull got that wrong with the Raiders. Bears versus the Vikings. I got that wrong with the Vikings, but the Bull and Man got that right with the Bears. The Vikings have been kicked out of the playoffs, and the Eagles are going to the playoffs. Jets versus the Patriots. Me and Man got that right with the Patriots, but the Bull got that wrong with the Jets. Panthers versus the Saints. I got that right with the Panthers. I was a little bit proud of that one because it seems like everyone I saw predict, because I watch other predictions videos too, as also I make my own. Everyone was taking the Saints, and I knew like Christian McCaffrey was going to go off. I just had a feeling the Panthers were going to win because the Saints were 100% benching their good players because there was no need for them to play. Yeah, Bull and Man got that wrong with the Saints. I got that right with the Panthers. Cowboys versus the Giants. I got that wrong with the Giants, but the Bull and Man got that right with the Cowboys. Just barely, though, by like a point. Bengals versus the Steelers. Me and the Bull got that right with the Steelers, but Man got that wrong with the Bengals. Falcons versus the Buccaneers. Me and Man got that right with the Falcons, but the Bull got that wrong with the Buccaneers. Chargers versus the Broncos. Me and the Bull got that wrong with the Broncos, but Man got that right with the Chargers. That was just one of my stupid upsets I was taking just to see, but it turned out it wasn't the case. 49ers versus the Rams. We all three got that right at the Rams. And Cardinals versus the Seahawks. We all three got that right at the Seahawks. That was surprisingly closer than I thought it would be. But the Seahawks did come out on top like I expected. So that is how Week 17 went down. And let's see how we all did overall. And as you guys can see, the final placings here, if you guys know, I connect the dots and see, I did indeed win. I came in first place with an overall of 147, 107, and 2. Of course, the 2 ties being week 1 Steelers, my team, against the Browns, and week 2 the Packers against the Vikings. And in second place, very, very close, it comes the Bull with 144, 110, and 2. And in third place comes Madden with 130, 124, and 2. At one point, Madden was negative, but Madden did step up these last couple weeks by going like 11-5 and then 10-6. Madden towards the end here started stepping up, but it was just too much in the hole for it to do anything, unfortunately. I unfortunately could not break over 150 predictions right, which I was trying to shoot for. I was kind of choking towards the end there, but hey, I came out on top, so that's pretty good. Yeah, glad I won my own series, although I was completely expecting the Bull to win. For some reason, I just had a feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna get robbed like this. Because I got robbed in my fantasy league. I lost by a point, so I just thought, like, you know what, this season of football is just not going my way, so I would imagine for me to get second place, but I didn't. I ended up coming in first. And yeah, the playoffs are just gonna be kind of like predicting, like, it's just gonna be kind of like a fun thing. It's not gonna add it to us overall. I figured just to keep the regular season and the playoffs 2 separate things. And yeah, before we get into what Madden thought the playoffs were gonna look like through the franchise mode I used, I have a couple words from the Bull. For winning this whole prediction series, getting the best overall record, I just wanted to say GG's to the Bull, because the Bull was like 3 behind me and I won. So the Bull did very good. This was the exact Bull I used to pick different teams from. I just want to say GG's to you, Bull. You came in second, but you did put up a good fight. Wait, I won fair and square. Oh, no. What am I doing? As you guys can see, the Bull might not be the best sport here, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. Still GG's to the Bull. Very, very, very close. So, yeah. Hope you guys can see why I'm doing all this in one different episode, because I didn't want to. I'm glad I thought of this, because I didn't want to overcrowd the playoff predictions, and this would definitely overcrowd it. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. That's the placings, and that's how this season went down. Now, if you're interested, let's send you over to the Madden gameplay to see what Madden thought this season was gonna be, pretty much in franchise mode in Madden 19. And if you guys can hear fireworks, I'm sorry. This is New Year's Eve. Alright, we're here, and as you guys can probably see, I was using the Steelers. I didn't play any games, just simmed it. You guys can see this season's probably going to be a little bit different than what Madden expected, because as you guys can see, that's a wild card game. The Bengals at the Steelers at the Bengals, and both of those teams missed the playoffs. So, yeah, let's see how Madden thought the teams would finish out this season. Alright, we are in the standings now, and the best record in the NFL in this simulation goes to the Jaguars at 13-2-1. And as you guys probably know, Madden's way off, because the real Jaguars record was 5-11. Now, you can't really blame Madden on this, because I too, and most of us, thought the Jaguars were going to do way better this season, but 13 wins still was a bit of a stretch. That means Madden predicted the Jaguars in 13 games, and one of them was a tie. Only went against the Jaguars twice, which is kind of crazy. And then, of course, number 2, the Green Bay Packers at 11-5. Again, way off. Their real record is 6-9-1. Patriots pretty close, 12-4. Real record was 11-5. So they actually had the Patriots do better with one more game than they did in real life. Wow, that's off. Raiders 11-5. Real record was 4-12. You know what? I believe this team still has Amari Cooper and still has, might even still have Khalil Mack, because I started this at the beginning of the season. That's probably my fault, but I can't really like update this any better. At least I don't think, and even if I could, I don't think I'd have the time for it, just because of like how I have to edit this and stuff, and I have other things to do. But yeah, so that's probably my bad there. I'll accept that one. I won't go too hard on man on that one. So that's my bad for that, because if the Raiders did have Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper, they'd probably do way better. I don't know 11-5 better though. Bengals pretty off here, 10-6, but just flip those around because their real net record was 6-10. Eagles 10-6. They finished 9-7. That was pretty close. Rams 10-6, finished 13-3. Kind of slept on the Rams a little bit. Saints 10-6. Their real record was 13-3. That's the kind of slept on them too a little bit. Seahawks 9-6-1. Very close, because the real Seahawks record is 10-6. Steelers 9-7. That's very close too, because their real record is 9-6-1. That's actually pretty spot on. If the Steelers lost week 1 in the Browns and didn't tie, then man would have been spot on with that. And I wish this was real, because they have the Steelers in the playoffs, and of course that's not a thing. Cowboys real record's 10-6. Man had them going 9-7. Pretty good. Man slept on the Texans at 8-7-1, when really they went 11-5 in real life. Falcons 8-7-1. Man loves ties. Kind of close there. 7-9 was their real record. Bills 8-7-1. Hyped them up a lot, because they only finished 6-10. Actually, I guess that's all right. Not the bad. Vikings 8-7-1. Madden predicted that perfectly. That is the exact record they want in real life. 8-7-1. That's crazy. We have the first spot on record prediction with the Minnesota Vikings. They even predicted the tie. So I'm gonna give major props to Madden for that one. That's crazy. Although I think they had them tying the Bears in this one. It might have been the Bears. I'm not sure. It was the Packers in real life. Did Packers have a tie? Let me go check. No, they did not. So it was not the Packers, but it didn't have to be that spot on. That was pretty good, regardless. Chargers 8-8. Definitely Madden slept on them, because they finished 12-4. Redskins 8-8. Finished 7-9. I would have been better with the injuries, and I don't think Man had the same injuries, so I'm gonna count that as a little bit of being slept on. Hyped up the Giants a bit at 8-8 when they finished 5-11. Jets 7-8-1. See, look at all these ties. The Jets really finished 4-12. That was pretty off. 49ers 7-8-1. Don't think they had the Jimmy G injury in this simulation, and they really finished 4-12. Titans 7-9. That's decently close. They 9-7 was their real record. Just a little bit worse in the game. Lions 7-9. Really finished 6-10. That was really close. Wow, Madden slept on the Chiefs at 7-9, and they finished actually 12-4. Dolphins 7-9, and there's a second perfect prediction because Madden was right, and the Dolphins did finish 7-9 in real life. Buccaneers 7-9, real record was 5-11. Cardinals 6-9-1, really finished 3-13. Panthers 6-10, really finished 7-9. That was pretty close. Browns 6-10, finished 7-8-1. Little bit. Bears slept on the Bears 5-10-1 when they finished 12-4 in real life. Slept on the Ravens too. They finished 10-6 in real life, but in Madden they had 5-10-1. Broncos, even though they pretty much slept on the Broncos, 2-14, when they really finished 6-10, and man, did the Madden Sib did it sleep on the Colts and had it finished the worst record in this league, 1-14-1, when really they finished 10-6 and are playoff bound in real life. So, really, Madden only got the Vikings and the Dolphins spot on. Madden had a lot of close ones, though. So, let's now take a look. I'm not going to look at all these stats and everything, but I am going to take a look at the playoffs. So, we got... and basically, this is how I would do it. I would sit here, and I would go down, and I would just sim, and I would just predict it, and say Madden's prediction. And this is what I used all through the season. That's what I would do, if anyone of you wondering. So, for the wild card, as Texans at the Raiders, Cowboys at the Rams, which I believe is possible to happen in real life, but I'm not sure. Steelers at Bengals, Seahawks at Saints. I think if the Seahawks win, that can happen. If the Cowboys win, I think the Eagles have to beat the Bears for Cowboys at Rams to beat, right? I'm not too sure, but and then who's in the divisional round? I don't think we can see. Oh, I guess it's Jacksonville, New England, Green Bay, and let me go back and see the playoff teams. No, that's not right. Sorry. Pardon me, I misclicked. Alright, so we got the Jaguars far off from a playoff team, Packers far off from a playoff team, correctly predicted that playoff team, the Raiders, wow, far off from a playoff team, Bengals far off from a playoff team, Eagles correct, Rams correct, Saints correct, Seahawks correct, Steelers so close but incorrect, Cowboys correct, and Texans correct. So, Madden predicted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 playoff teams correct. So that's not that bad. And they only corrected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not bad at all, Madden. I mean, I thought it was going to be much more. I mean, the ones that they have in the playoffs are crazy compared to who actually made it to the playoffs. But I thought it was going to be way worse when I saw the Bengals and Steelers at the wild card. So, one last thing to do is to see what this Madden franchise, the one that was used all season in my prediction videos, what did it have going to the Super Bowl if its predictions were 100% correct. Of course, I want the Steelers, but let's do like I always did and sim, and let's see. We're gonna right now. Did we make it? No, the Bengals beat the Steelers. Jeez, I think that's what that means for practice. I don't actually play a lot of Madden. Yeah, the Raiders beat the Texans, 28-14. The Cowboys beat the Rams 21-17. The Bengals beat the Steelers 21-7, and the Seahawks beat the Saints 25-22. Ah, man. let's see. That kicked off a lot. Well, this is an actual playoff game that has small potential of happening, but I think can, if they both can manage to go to the championship. This one can't happen, but New England is a playoff team. This one can't happen, but the Cowboys are a playoff team, and this one can't happen at all. Well, based on this Madden situation, I think they're going to have the Jaguars possibly go all the way, or the Raiders. I'm going to say Jaguars win this. I'm going to say the Cowboys win this one. I'm going to say the Raiders are going to win this one because Madden's hyping up the Raiders. And I'm going to say the Seahawks win this one. And that's not me like predicting as I would think it would go. That's me predicting. Pretty much I'm predicting the prediction. I'm predicting what Madden's going to say. Let's see what's up next with the Conference Championship. And we have... What do we have? We've got Raiders at Jacksonville and Cowboys at Eagles. So I literally predicted that perfectly. Oh no, sorry. I predicted the Seahawks. I was one off. I was one off. So yeah, I was predicting Madden's prediction. I wasn't completely tuned into Madden's head. So yeah, Raiders at Jaguars. This AFC Championship can't even happen. This one can though. This a divisional rivalry in an NFC Championship is pretty cool, especially one in that division. So this one can happen, that one can't. So what do I think the Jaguars and Cowboys is what they're gonna have for the Super Bowl. Let's find out and see who Madden has in their Super Bowl championship. We actually have to. Oh yeah, I know. Actually, I was completely off this time. Eagles at I don't know what I'm saying. At Eagles and Jaguars is what Madden has Super Bowl. Eagles returning, Jaguars getting to the Super Bowl and improving instead of horrifically down-proving. You know what? I don't think they're gonna. Oh wait, playoff schedule. So I think I hit the wrong button again. Oh yeah, post Super Bowl. Oh, we don't have that yet. What do I think? I think the Eagles are gonna win this. Yeah, they're not even close. Eagles and Jaguars. I think the Eagles are gonna. I hope the Eagles win this Super Bowl. Because just so it's at least somewhat accurate here. Because the Jaguars are finished 5-11 in real life and are completely out of the playoffs. The Eagles are a wild card team at the 6th seed, so I hope at least they win. And let's see what man has. The Jaguars or the Eagles two-peating here. Do I have to sim it one more time? Sorry. And they have, you can see at the top of the screen, the Jacksonville Jaguars as Super Bowl champions. 31-25. Philly couldn't get it done again, and Jaguars highly improved and capitalized on that season. Honestly, I thought this was a possibility at the beginning of the season, but now I am just no. I'm. It's not that I'm not even sure. I know that can happen because the Jaguars were terrible. So yeah, maybe that's why Madden finished 3rd place in this. I'm surprised it got as many predictions right as it did because it has the Jacksonville Jaguars in the winning the Super Bowl, and they didn't even make it. But alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this regular season recap. As one more time, hope you guys enjoyed having fun seeing what Madden predicted for this season in the record wise, and not only that, but see who they had for going to the Super Bowl, if its predictions made it, but it didn't, and the playoffs are way different, and we're going to see through different simulations, through play now simulations, who Madden has as going to the Super Bowl this year, the real Super Bowl. And then we're going to see what I think the playoffs are going to go like, and we're also going to see what the Bull thinks the playoffs are going to go like. after this video. And one more time reminding, this is the standings. I got first at 147 and 107 and 2. The Bull got second with 144, 110 and 2. Only 3 behind me. Once again, GG's the Bull. And if you guys for some reason didn't know, the Bull prediction was basically putting 2 pieces of paper with the 2 teams playing in a game, names on it, me picking randomly without looking at it, and whoever I picked was the Bulls prediction. If you guys just couldn't catch on to that, I think you guys could by now, or if for some reason you're new and this is the first one you're watching, I just want to make sure. And of course, Madden, it came in third with 130, 124 and 2. And by seeing the records that they had, that simulation franchise mode had, yeah, I can see why it did so bad. Which partially was my fault because I didn't really update it, because Raiders till Amari Cooper and Khalil Mack. That was my fault. Maybe I screwed up the Bowl. Hopefully I didn't do that too much. And yeah, hopefully I can improve upon it next season. But the future of this series, it's gonna be a little different. Not really. It's gonna be the same thing, but it just might be elsewhere. I'll explain more of that in my final video, not the playoff predictions, but the playoff recap, which is going to be my final NFL game prediction of the 2018-2019 season. And then I'm moving on doing old videos as I used to. So yeah, but for now, for this regular season recap, thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know, it's always up to you. I'll see you guys in the next video you watch of me. We're not done yet. We still have to predict the playoffs, and then after the playoffs, we still have to recap the playoffs. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.